Right, and a warm welcome to everyone on this Monday evening. It is well, I don't know what the date is, but anyway, welcome to January. It's the 4th of January. There we go, 4th of January 2021. Welcome to 2021. It's going to be a bit of a subdued start to the session this evening. Just waiting to get that going, and I'll tell you a bit more about that. As we join Stefan Follin here. Like I said earlier, a bit of a subdued start to the season. Just a lap of honor here by Stefan. And hopefully he can do a couple of donuts for us. And this is all in memory of Johan Swanepoel, his uncle, who passed away from COVID. It was on this Saturday at the very young age of 74. So our thoughts go out to, I think it's Amelia for Yun and her family in this very difficult time for them, losing a family member to COVID. So just a lap of honor here from Stefan. And I'm going to let him be, and he will do his thing for us. After this, we'll keep it qualifying as per normal, but this is just a memory of Johan Swanepoel, who passed away on Saturday evening, or Saturday, at the young age of 74. Thank you very much to all the drivers and everyone involved for making this happen, staying in the pits while Stefan paid tribute to his uncle, and we'll pay tribute to him right through the race. So welcome to 2021, welcome to the USA. Only 4 races left in season 2, then it's off to season 3. It is a 12-minute qualifying session, I think, after our special tribute. So we'll just get up all the telemetry for you. There we go. 12 drivers tonight in the session. It is 13 minutes left on the clock. It looks like it's clear skies for us. And everyone that's still got a title fight is here tonight. So we've got Max Star, we've got Super D in here with us, we've got Zero to Cool, we've got Storm Kills, and Red Fury, like I said. So yeah, everyone here that is still part of the championship race. So everything looks good to me. So we are going to start focusing on our championship runners, and at the moment it is Zero to Cool who's leading the way in the championship. So hope everyone had a good Christmas and all the best of the new year to everyone watching, all the drivers. Hope this is a legend of a year. Didn't kick so nicely off for Stefan and the family, but I'm pretty sure things will get better for them. And like I said earlier, all our love and praise go out to the family, the William family, with the passing of one of their family members. So if we look at the Drivers' Championship there, Zero to Cool still in the lead with 213 points. Storm Kills 196, Red Fury 175. And in real essence, Max Star needs a miracle to get to the top. He's on 135. Super D with a slight outside chance, maybe. If you're a bookie, maybe you can bet on Super D. But it is, our championship leader is obviously Zero to Cool, and we're going to follow him around. He is in Sector 2 at the moment. DRS wide open on the back straight. And this is probably the most technical side of the circuit, or the section of the circuit, sector 3. So nice second gear there for a nice rotation out there, very tricky second gear. Get on the throttle, back end steps out no matter what you do there. And this is very off-camber corner, you can so easily lose the car, but nice acceleration there by him. You can see him getting nice and tight to the apexes and the curbs. This is probably one of the most difficult corners on the track. It's very easily to invalidate and also lose the back end. But what is he going to do? He crosses the line, and our championship leader puts up a time of 1:31.3. So that's a good benchmark time for him. Remember, there is no other qualifying session. This is the only one. So this is for pole position. Red Fury slots it in a 1:31.5, just 2 tenths off. Our other championship contender is obviously Tolman. So let's get on board with the Red Bull driver. He is currently in sector 3. Nice rotation, short shift there. Once again, this very difficult off-camber. Decides to take it into third. Get nice rotation out there. Good traction. You want to hug it here as close as possible, which he does. Sun a little bit in your eyes, just distracting you slightly. Much better line there from him than what we saw from Zero to Cool. So it's all about the exit here. So he goes third, runs a little bit wide, short shift to fourth. And this is going to put Torment 1:32.5. So a little bit off the pace, a second off the pace. But he does have enough ERS, I think, to go for another lap. Let's see if he does another lap. So follow the Red Bull around. So at the moment it's Zero to Cool, followed by Red Fury. Super D starting into third, Max on fourth. And Tolman going into the pits. He's decided to let's make a meal out of this. And Titus in 6th, Ron in 7th with a 1:33.6. Aiden Mason still needs to set a time for us. Then Sean Esachonic had a chat with the management team, himself and Ron. Seems like they had a good Christmas. Had the privilege of meeting Ron last week, and also here at Werta visiting all the way from Durban. So it was nice to catch up with the guys and put a face to the voice, put a face to the car. So thanks for meeting up, Ron. So let's see what Sean is in sector 3 at the moment. Wezo still needs to set the time, and then obviously Stefan. Like I said, you can lose the back end so easily there and invalidates that lap. So Wezo is currently still needs to set a time. He's in sector 2, but he's invalidated. Chicken Wing, Stefan. Let's see if he can make this a memorable race. In the horse, nice color scheme for his helmet there. So let's see, Stefan is currently in sector 3. Let's get on board with him. Let's see if he can make this work for him. Nice apex there, good rotation out. And now you just want to hack the inside of his curves. Well done, good one there. Oh, a little bit of throttle there, almost loses the back end. Down to 5th all the way, short shift to 6th. Get across straight as possible, as quickly as possible. And then this very tricky one, this you can cost 2 or 3 tenths. He gets nicely out of it. He puts up a time and puts him into 9th. So a very good time, 1:35.4. A very good time by him. But at the moment, our championship leader, Zero to Cool, is in the pits. Red Fury is also in the pits. Super D in the pits. Storm and Fuel's in the pits. Everyone just putting on some new boots and probably trying to find some space. And yeah, so we're getting to the business end of the season. So we've got the USA this week. And just to let everyone know who's not been involved with us, so next week, let me just run you through what are we doing and how are we doing things. So while I get all the information for you, Zero to Cool out on track in Alpha Tauri, his teammate this evening, the Chucky not being here. So it's still all to play for in the Constructors Championship as well. I just want to pull up the Constructors info here for you. And on the Constructors, it's the Red Bull guys leading the Alpha Tauri guys by 60 points. So it's all to play for. We're still 4 races to go. And then followed by the racing points. So in essence, it's really between the Alpha Tauri and the Red Bulls, but Red Bull is sitting third at the moment with Super D and Dorman scoring consistent good points for the team. So really, this week is a big week for us here at FTR. We will be announcing Tier 1 and Tier 2 drivers on just after the USA Grand Prix, which will be on Thursday. So that will be on Thursday, the 7th of January. We will be announcing just after Tier 2s or Tier 1s, right? Or yeah, just after Tier 1, because Tier 1's on Wednesday. So we'll be announcing as we watch the Sector 1 times on Zero to Cool and see if he's up or down in Sector 1. And he is 300s up on his Sector 2 time, or the Sector 1 time. Let's have a look at Thorman. Thorman's on an out lap at the moment. Red Fury is starting his lap now. So we'll have a look at Zero to Cool. He's also 300s up in Sector 2 so far. Yeah, so we'll be doing the driver announcements for each tier. So Tier 1 and Tier 2 will be announced on Thursday evening. And then the guys can start picking their teammates. They've got a whole week to pick their teammates. And then we'll be announcing the teammates in each tier. And as I said, at Sector 2, he goes at 10th up. So Zero to Cool sitting pretty at 10th up in Sector 2. Let's have a look at Torment. He's followed an outlap. And then, yeah, so the guys will pick their teammates. Then we've got the car auction on Thursday night, which is the 14th of January, on Valentine's Day. Oh, sorry, Valentine's Day is the 5th. Apologies. So, yeah, so that will be on Thursday night at 7. And then we've got the car auction on Saturday night at 7 for Tier 1. And then the seats open to be booked on the Saturday for the rest of the cars that's available. So Zero to Cool goes fastest on a 1:31.1. He managed to cut to 2/10 of his time there. Very good time by him. Pole position for him so far. So it's going to be interesting 2 weeks. So after this USA Grand Prix, obviously finishing with Tier 1 on Wednesday, we'll move over to Mexico. And we'll have some tequila. And let's see what Torman Kills get up to here. He's invalidated his lap, so he's going to have to start all over again. And yeah, so tier announcements just before Mexico. So obviously this week Thursday will be the tier announcements, Tier 1 and Tier 2. Only place for 18 drivers in each tier. The rest will fall into reserve drivers. And then next week we'll have the car auction and the car booking for Tier 1 and Tier 2 for the manufacturers. Then we'll announce that the week after that. And then it's all ready and set. So we'll do the announcements just after Brazil on YouTube. And then we've got Abu Dhabi, which is our season finale. And like I said earlier, Maxstar goes fastest on a 1:30.8. Wow, what a lap by Maxstar. What a good lap by him. He just nailed that, absolutely spot on by Maxstar. So very good lap there by Dean. Zero to Cool is back out of it. Titus is going to have to start again. Sorry, Torment. He's ducked into the pits. He's got 2 minutes left. I don't think he's got enough time to go out again. Maybe he does. Quick tire change maybe. Cutting some corners. And he might just have another run at this. So let's see what the Red Bull guys do. Super D goes up. So that's going to delay him slightly. That's not going to play well for the Red Bull guys. But at the moment it is Maxstar in the Racing Point in pole. Zero to Cool in second. Red Fury very good lap at third. Super D in fourth. Titus in fifth. Not so pretty for Torman Kills at the moment. He's fighting for the World Championship, so he wants to be as close as possible to Zero. And then you've got Ron 7th. Gia Buerta in 8th, so 1:33.2. Aiden Neisser at 1:33.5. Stefan Chickenwing at 1:35.4. Esotronic Sean leaving the pits now, hasn't set a time yet. And Wezo hasn't set a time yet. So just looking at the comments here, Bonita saying compliments to the season. Yeah, Bonita, spoke to your hubby earlier the week. So all the best for the new year for you and Gerard. I hope it's a blessed and a very special one for you as a family. Amelia saying thank you so much. Amelia, it's an absolute pleasure. It's the least that we can do. So we'll do some more tributes during the race towards Johannes Wonderful who passed away. So Ronald saying, Lacquer F1 Online racing is back. I haven't touched the game in like 2 weeks. Ronald makes two of us, and I feel rusty. So welcome back, Ronald. It's nice to see you. I've been checking you out on Facebook. Seems like you had a good Christmas and New Year. So all the best for you as well. Yaku saying hi. Good luck to all and welcome back. Hope all have a wonderful 2021. Absolutely. I think it's going to be a very special year, taking all the other bad things in consideration. We need to turn that into positives. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a better year. So let's see, Torment, he did manage to cross the, let's see if he's going to cross the line. He's got 48 seconds left. Yes, he will. So let's follow him around. He's got 40 seconds left to negotiate and get over the line to start his flying lap. So Max starts saying, that's it, thank you very much. Why am I 130.8? That's the best I could do. He's almost 3 tenths ahead of Zero to Cool. Red Fury currently in third. And then all our eyes are on Tolman Kills. He's obviously chasing after Zero to Cool for the championship fight. Really just between a couple of drivers in the championship. With maybe the outside chance of someone nipping it in there. But at the moment, it's Zero to Cool and Tolman Kills sitting very pretty. Red Fury 20 points behind Tolman, so he's going to need a miracle to happen to get into the top two spots. And then Super D, well, he's going to need more than a miracle to get in there. So let's see. So did he cross the line in time? It looks like he did. He probably cut it short. So let's stay on board with Torment. I didn't see him cross the line, but it looks like he's all clear. So Torment needs a good second off his time to get anywhere. Actually 2 seconds just to get close to Maxwell. So he obviously didn't have the cleanest of runs on the first run. Very good sector 1. Looks like he's found some pace. Let's see if he can get this not invalidated. Slightly off throttle. They might lose a tenth or two. Let's see if he's up in sector 2. But at the moment it is pole position for Maxstar. Zero to Cool. He's chasing after Zero to Cool in the Alpha Tauri. He's currently in second with a 131.1. And Torment probably needs a second. If you can find a second somewhere, that will be brilliant for him. So let's see how he goes around sector 2. He found 6 tenths of a second, so it's all about sector 3 now. Is there another 4 tenths lying for him here? Or did he manage to do a really good sector 3 on the last run? Off camera Corman, nicely out there, traction control kicking in. So let's see what Corman can get up to here. Looks nice and tight. You don't want to invalidate it. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, nice. Seems to get that corner nicely now. Sun in the eyes. Touch the apex. Gets across, straightened up very nicely. And this will be a 131.8. So 7 tenths quicker than what he was. So a very good effort there by him. That's not 7 to fit. Much better than what he was in 8th position. So a 5th position for him. And that is qualifying done. It's Max on top, but most importantly, Zero to Cool in second with his closest championship contender, Torment Kills in 5th. Super D outside chance of the championship. He's in 3rd. He needs a good result. He needs to win tonight and hope for the other guys not to have the best of runs. And then obviously the same with Red Fury. He was at his stage 2nd. He dropped down to 4th with Super D, improving, and Max for obviously having a special lap there. But it is a Racing Point followed by an Alpha Tower, second row is a Red Bull and McLaren, then the Red Bull again and Mercedes. A good 6th and 7th there by the Mercedes guys, so Wezo and Geerbueta. Chicken Wing all the way in 12th, Esotronic in 11th, and then Ron in 10th. So if you just joined us, welcome to Monday Racing Year. Welcome to 2021 and all the best for the new year. For everyone who's just joined in. We've got a very special lap there by Maxstar, putting the Racing Point on top, followed by Zero to Cool, which is our championship leader. He's in 2nd, and we obviously need to watch out for him. And the guy in 5th position, that is Torment Kills in the Red Bull. Outside chance still there for Super D. He is put his car into 3rd position, so he starts with the 2nd row of the grid. But it's all to play for with 4 races to go. Not much to talk about in terms of who can still win the championship. it is really up to Zero to Cool, Torment, Kills. Outside chance for Red Fury and Super D, but they really need the luck of the draw. They really need things to go their way. Let's just get everything up for you. Alright, and as we get on with it. So really, Zero to Cool leading the championship by 213 points. He is literally 17 points ahead of Zero to Cool. So Torment needs to find somewhere along the line space between him and Zero to Cool and finish ahead of him. Or else Zero to Cool can nip this World Championship maybe before Abu Dhabi even. Red Fury, well, he needs things to go his way. I just want to do some adjustments here on the audio settings. There we go, that's much better. So we definitely need Red Fury and Super D needs a miracle. They need things to go their way. We saw in Russia that anything can really happen. A big crash in Russia obviously took out the championship contenders except for Torment Kills. So it can get hairy, but in essence it's really up to that. From a constructor's point of view, the Red Bull guys, they are leading the championship by 60 points. So they're almost there with a maximum, and I just want to do this out of my head, and hopefully I won't make a fool of myself here. But a 25 points plus an 18 will be a, what, that's a 43. Yep, 43 plus a bonus point maybe for a faster slaps 44, so max 44 points available for a team if they finish first and second. So they've got 2 races in the bank in terms of points, so if they have another good race tonight, with obviously one AlphaTauri not being available, the Red Bull guys can probably get this knocked off just after Mexico if they get their act together. But it's all about the USA this evening. A special tribute to Johan Viljoen, Stefan Viljoen, or Johan Swanepoel, Stefan Viljoen's uncle, who passed away due to COVID on Saturday at the very young age of 74. So a special tribute for the Viljoen family tonight, Amelia and everyone. Although we send all our love and praise to you guys as we start the USA Grand Prix. Sit back and enjoy. Let's make this a big one, and let's keep an eye out on our championship contenders. It's lights out and away we go, and it's a good start for everyone. The Red Bulls almost getting in contact with each other there. A very bad start there by Super D, and that cost Torment a lot of, and there's contact already. It's between the Mercedes and, and as I go further down the field, it's definitely contact. It looks like a Red Bull. I think it's Super D. Big contact there between him, and I'm not sure who that was, but that's not how you want it to start. It's a safety car that's out. A big collision into turn 1. So not ideal for Super D. This is not what he wanted to start with. Obviously chasing the championship. Max Star still in first. Red Fury good start in second. Zero to Cool in third. Aiden Ace in fourth. And I think with that a really bad start from Super D, it cost Torment a couple of positions, and Torment's all the way in 9th position. I think the first 3 came out pretty good. Let's just see if there's any damage on Zero to Cool's car. I think it's all good for Zero. Yeah, it looks all good. And let's make a turn there by Torment and see if everything on the Red Bull is still okay. Definitely damage there for Super D. He's going to have to come into the pit. So Torment car, yeah, everything looks good. Looks like there's no damage, no floor damage, no wing damage. But yeah, the Red Bull guy's getting it slightly wrong on the start there. And safety car out. Everyone on the softs. I'm not sure who will make the first move and jump maybe into the pits for the alternate strategy, but I doubt if anyone will pop in. This is way too early to do something like that. But let's have a look. Everyone stays out. Maxwell staying out. Red Fury makes like he's going in, but obviously didn't go in. Zero to Cool not falling for that. He says, come on, I'm not 10 years old anymore, I can do this. Aiden Dyson, very good start by him. He's all the way into 4th. Wezo is into the pits. Titus into the pits. just have a look. Geerboot is still out. So Torment is also in, he's not in the pit. So let's just see what Sean comes out with. So Sean is out on a brand new set of mediums. Softs. Wezo decided to go for the mediums tightest with mediums in a new front wing. Super D, mediums, new front wing. Stefan into the pit, new front wing for him, and a set of mediums. So not the best of starts, anything can go wrong. This is online racing, this is F1. So Zero to Cool sitting pretty, he just needs, there's no pressure on him at the moment to actually win races. All he needs to do is just finish up ahead of Torment Kills, and the championship will be his come Abu Dhabi. So he doesn't need to do anything special. It's all about damage control. Obviously, the last couple of circuits, probably not everyone's favorite circuit. But yeah, if it's definitely not your favorite circuit, like this is definitely not mine, it's all about damage control. It's all about to see, oh, and as I say that, Aiden Nason trying to heat up his tires, losing the car completely, knocking the front wing off. Oh, and that's bad. That's a rookie mistake by him. He's going to have to come into the pits. He was sitting very pretty. I think he was in fourth. And he has to come into the pit. So just losing the car under the acceleration, almost like a George Russell. And he's going to have to come into the pits for new front wing. That will make Torment happy, so he will jump a place there. But penalties are stacking up. Let's have a look at our penalties. So 10-second penalty for Ron. A 5-second for Mason, 5-second Torment, 5-second is it Chon. Alright. So also our very special media lady, our social media lady, Henry Nagel, saying welcome back, good luck to all. A very happy new year to you, Henry, to you and hubby and the kiddos. All the best for the new year, and thanks once again for all the work that you do for us on social media. She's an absolute legend, so thank you very much for that. So lap 3 safety car out because of a big collision. Don't really know what happened there, and I don't want to comment on it because we were not on board with anyone, but it definitely cost some place in time there for Torment, although he is up into fifth now. Super D, he had a front wing change, he's all the way in 8th on a brand new set of mediums. But sitting pretty for Zero to Cool, and like I said earlier, all Zero to Cool have to do is just finish in front of Torment, and that's in the privileged position that he is in at the moment. He's got a healthy lead, and he just needs to keep it nice and tight. If he can just finish ahead of the Red Bull guys coming the next 2 races, I'm pretty sure you will unlock the World Championship in Tier 2. 28 lap race tonight here. Safety car brought out into turn 1, damage to Super D's car and a couple of others. Aiden Nason making the unfortunate mistake of trying to heat up the tires and collecting the wall and taking somebody's front wing off under the safety car lap. He had to pit and get a new front wing. So the safety car out. The safety car is in. It's green flags. It's racing again. Maxstar in front. Red Fury on his tail there, having a look on the inside, just saying, how's it? I'm there. Zero to Cool now all the way there. He doesn't want to make any foolish mistakes at the moment because he's sitting pretty at the moment. He is in front of Torment. He doesn't need anything special. He doesn't need to win races. Like I said, he just needs to finish in front of Red Bull, and it's happy days for the AlphaTauri team. So their first season with us as AlphaTauri, and to win a world championship from a driver point of view, that will be very special. So Red Fury getting all over Maxstar there. Geert Botha behind Zero to Cool. He's showing some really good pace at this stage of the race. Looks very comfortable. Ooh, and ooh, that was outbraking himself. Bit of a knock there. He's going to give the position back. Yeah, no damage to anything. I don't think there's damage to the Mercedes. No damage. So all good. All good in love and war. Torment all the way back in fifth. He's chasing after Geert Botha. That almost turned out very nicely for him with Botha and Zero to Cool almost coming together there. Very difficult track to find your brake markers. Off track canvas, but I can see in front Red Fury getting extremely close to Maxstar. Very good pace here by Red Fury at this stage of the race. Just sticking with Maxstar at the moment. Oh, running a little wide there, outbraking himself slightly. He's going to lose a couple of tenths there. Yeah, he lost about 2 tenths to Maxstar. So the next lap, DRS will be enabled. Obviously, we had the safety car, or else the DRS would have been enabled yet. Zero to Cool losing a bit of time to Red Fury with that incident with DJ Botha. But Botha catching up with him nicely, Gerard there. Torment kills, he's staying with Gerard Botha, so very good by these two guys. Torment knows he needs to finish in front of the AlphaTauri. So let's see what the Red Bull guys got in store for us, if they've got any alternate strategy that they can do. Maybe pit early, try to get the undercut, maybe pit a bit later and have pace at the end of the race. So there is 23 laps still to go. Time penalties will be a huge factor here tonight. Track limits are extremely strict on this track. So further down the field, we've got Wezo in 6th position. Super D, he's in 7th. He's recovered nicely. He's chasing after the Mercedes. We've got Titus in 8th. And then Stefan, he is currently in a point scoring position in 9th. So that will be 2 points up for grabs for him. He should keep it nice and clean. Remember, he has pitted. He is on 2-lap old mediums. The same as Titus, Super D and Wezo. So these guys, let's just have a look at the interval times towards the leaders. So doing pretty well, 6 seconds off the leader at the moment, Super D. So the leader's obviously having to pit on the soft still. They might go soft hard. Or as I say that, Stefan has a big moment there with the Haas, losing the back end. He recovers nicely, gets safely onto track. Now he's going to have to start chasing after Aiden Nason and Citronic again. But in front, it looks like Maxstar opened up that gap nicely between him and Red Fury. It's a second between him and Zero to Cool. Second between him and Gerard Botha. Torment also, he's a second behind, or less than a second, so he probably get DRS in the next zone. So Super D currently in 7th. He's still got an outside chance for the World Championship, but like I said earlier, he doesn't need things to happen to him like what happened in turn 1. And that's the last thing. It's very nervous times for the World Championship contenders. Everyone obviously going for the race win. They've got nothing to lose. And obviously the top 4 runners, they've got everything to lose. So Super D having a look on the outside. He's probably going to try to get him on the undercut in. DRS assistance he will get. Yep, there we go, DRS open. It's a nice back straight this. I think if you can get a little bit closer, you might just make it work yourself. You can see him gaining, but just not having enough in the tank to get closer than that. Red Fury now, I mean, he is super close to a 0 to Maxstar here, apologies. So he will get a DRS assistance. Oh, Maxstar almost losing the back end there. Lots of pressure here. So let's see if Red Fury, DRS wide open. It's probably not going to be long enough for him. He's using all the ERS that he has. Maxstar going to the inside, Red Fury going on the outside. Both of them stick to their lines. There we go. And he's made it work. He just came around the outside and says thank you very much. And now to see, obviously, Max, oh man, he didn't make that a corner. He just went straight. But he's got plenty of ERS still left. We were just on board with Red Fury. He's got no ERS left. So it's going to be interesting to see what Maxstar does on the back straight, if he can get close enough to get that DRS to work for him. Let's get on board with him. Nice. Ooh, almost losing the back end again. This is such a tricky track. It looks like the guys are battling for grip. You can see the DRS open, using a bit of the overtake. Which side is he going to go? He's going to go on the outside. And he makes it stick. So this is good racing by both. Ooh, slight nudge there, saying come on. So Maxstar doing that very nicely. He has got plenty of ERS left. And Red Fury is chasing. So all this just brought Zero to Cool into contention. So he's now chasing. He's within a second of Red Fury. Geerberta, he's trying to stick with him. Trying to find the pace to just hang with these guys and see if he can get in there. Right, so Red Fury, let's see where Zero to Cool is. He's getting closer. This is getting nicely. I tell you what, Geerberta's having a really good race. After his awesome result, I think it was in the Netherlands, where he scored a third position, or a second if I'm not mistaken. This is probably by far going to be his second best result of the season if he can keep this nicely together. It seems like he's finding his feet late in the season, which is good news for him with Season 3 coming up. So he's sticking with the front runners, and we know that Zero to Cool, Red Fury, and Maxstar has got plenty of space, and to stay ahead of Tom and Kills at this stage of the race, yeah, that's magic from him. So well done, keeping it nice and tidy. So Wezo currently in 6th, he's at distance 6, a bit of a lonely race for him. Super D chasing after him. Super D is hoping for another safety car. He needs to start finishing in front of Zero to Cool and Torment, but yeah, he did do the alternate. He went in for the medium, so I'm not sure how far this mediums will carry him. We'll see when the front runners come in for their pit stop. At the moment, Aiden Nason all the way in 9th, Estronic in 6th. Stefan with his spin, he's currently in 11th. He's trying to get past Sean, and then Ron all the way in 12th. So Ron has decided to go for the hards, and I don't think we should expect him in again. So it's going to be interesting. He's 31 seconds behind the leader. Doesn't have to pit again. So let's see. Maybe this works for Ron. Ooh. And there is another car. That's Aiden Nason losing the car off track. Oh, almost drives in front of one of the other guys. That is a bit foolish by him. Ooh, this is not nice. This is not good driving. Yeah, that was luckily ghosting is on. Or else that would have been, yeah, and he said, that's it for me, happiness. So he retires from the session, yellow flags out in 63, that promotes Ron all the way to 11th, and as I say, that Chicken Wing and Estronic getting very close to each other. That gap between Red Fury and Maxstar opening up slightly, so safety car out, and I'm pretty sure that's because of Aiden Nason's accident. So that's going to, yeah, this is going to play into the guy's hands for the softs. We're going to have a look and see if Maxstar, Red Fury, Zero to Cool and Torment actually goes into the pits. We know that Weso, Super D and Titus has pit already. I'm not sure if they will pit for another set of mediums, if they have got. But let's keep an eye on our championship leader, Zero to Cool. What is he going to do? He is currently ahead of his rival, Torment. Torment is on the alternate tyre at the moment, on the mediums, which is a slower tyre, but yeah, I don't think he can get to the end with that. But let's see what Zero to Cool does if he does decide to go into the pits. Torment kills. He is also on the soft, so yeah, there we go. Zero goes into the pits. Red Fury goes into the pits. Torment goes into the pits. Wezo goes into the pits. Super D stays out. they didn't want to double stack in the Red Bull garage. Titus, he's also, let's just see here, Bertha. He went into the pits. I think that was under safety car. So he's on a brand new set of softs. I'm not sure what happened to him, why he is so far behind. He might have put it just before the safety car, or there might have been damage to him. But he's now all the way into 8th position, and he's going to have to stop again. So not working so nicely for Geerbeurt at the moment. Alright, so Super D currently leading. He is on 7-lap-old mediums. Titus in second, 7-lap-old mediums. Maxstar, no change in the top 3. Maxstar, Red Fury, Zero to Cool. They're all on mediums. The biggest loser out of that whole shebang was definitely Geerbeurt. I mean, he was ahead of Tormund Kielsen, just behind Zero to Cool in the net 4th position. And he's now all the way into 8th. So something definitely happened there. Maybe he pitted the lap too early and didn't anticipate the safety car. But yeah, who knows? We'll hear from him after the race, most probably. Championship ways, Zero to Cool in 5th. Yeah, that's all good. He's got his championship rival behind him, Tormund Kielsen. He just needs to keep it that way. Super D, well, he needs to win tonight to really make anything out of his championship. He is trailing by a whole host of points, but never say never. This is the second safety car in the USA. No rain here, no funny business, and you can see that things definitely can go wrong. So Super D, it's going to be interesting to see how long he can stay out and if he can build a gap between the guys on the new mediums and what he will go to. You expect the guys on the mediums, on the new mediums, not to pit again. But I definitely expect Super D and Titus to come in again. There might be another safety car to save them, but it's something that you can't plan, something that you can't predict. Yeah. Lap 10 of 28, and this is the USA. And 4 races to go, with Mexico still to come, Brazil, and then our season finale in Abu Dhabi. So welcome back if you just joined us. This is lap 11 of 28 here in the USA. This is Tier 2 Super D leading, but he still needs to pit, the same as Titus. He also needs to pit. And then we've got Max Star. That's the battle, really, that we're looking at. Max Star, Red Fury, Zero to Cool, and Torment. So Torment needs to start finishing ahead of Zero to Cool. So this is a straight fight for them. Not sure what happened there to D. Did he miss something? But yeah, wow, not sure what happened there. Everyone caught him napping there. He went from first all the way down to 6th position. So not sure what happened there to Super D. Torment kills now all the way into 5th position. Zero to Cool is in 4th. Oh, and as I said, that Red Fury runs extremely wide there on the restart. Guy to look out for that. Might have some pace right now. Will be a clear better, but looks like he's ghosting. So he might have lost connection, which is very unfortunate for him. So at the moment it's Max Star leading with Titus. Oh, Red Fury getting extremely racy there with Titus making the move. He is on newer tires, so Titus is a sitting duck. He's gonna be sitting duck here for 0. Is he gonna get past? Yes, he is. Alright, so Zero to Cool's also passed, so Torment needs to get past Titus as quickly as possible. He is also on newer tires, so he needs to get past him as quickly as possible as well. Titus battling a bit on that 9-lap old mediums. So you just see Geert are still ghosting, Sean still not sure what's going on here, but probably disconnected from the session. Ron on mediums, decided to put on the mediums, the hard putting fuel right wing, he's currently in 9. Stefan all the way in 8th, but he needs to pit again. But all eyes are focused on Zero to Cool and Torment. Oh, Torment has a big moment there, trying to get past Titus, and every minute or every lap that he spends past Titus, he just loses so much time to Zero to Cool, and he needs to start finishing in front of Zero to Cool if he wants to have any say in this World Championship. From a driver point of view, the Red Bulls, yeah, they're sitting with healthy points again tonight, so that will be, as if the race finished now, a 5th and an 8th, whereas the Alpha Tauri will pick up a full load of, what's it, 15 points? Yeah? Yeah, 15 points that they will get. But Torment getting behind Titus is going to go on the outside. Titus saying, look, I know you're battling for the championship, but I want to get involved in this. He's still going on the inside line. Good stuff there by Titus. Good driving by him. Well done. Torment now up into 4th, and he needs to start chasing after Zero to Cool. There is 15 laps. We're not even halfway through yet. So plenty of time still to catch Hanku. So Red Fury having a very strong race here. He's currently in 2nd position, chasing after Max Star. Then Zero to Cool in a good 3rd. Torment Kills is in 4th. He's chasing after Zero to Cool. At the moment, the fastest lap belongs to Red Fury, but I'm pretty sure that will change as we get closer with lower fuel loads. But Torment, yeah, he's now 3.5 seconds behind Zero to Cool, so he needs to try to catch up there. And the closest fight really on track at the moment is that between Red Fury and Maxstar. So Maxstar's been absorbing the pressure very nicely. He's been keeping his ERS intact. So at the moment, Red Fury is sitting on 52%, Maxstar on 77%. So good ERS management here by Dean. Obviously using it where he should be using it. So good stuff by him. And they're building up a nice healthy gap there from Zero to Cool, but you can sense that Hanku probably realizes that, look, this is a long race. anything can still happen. You don't want to lose it now. He is, from a target point of view, target one should be to finish in front of Torment, which he is doing very nicely at the moment. Super D getting past Wezo there, or not. Yeah, Wezo going into the pits. He's getting off the hard. Seems like the hard is not working tonight. Titus now up into 6th. Super D in 5th. Stefan is all the way into 9th. Pierre still ghosting. I think that might be load shedding. He's in 10th at the moment. Ron is in 11th. Right, so Red Fury is still putting on the pressure, applying some pressure there on Maxstar. Zero to cool, happy with his third. He's pulled up that gap nicely now. It's now almost 4 seconds between him and Torment. Torment goes into the pits, and I'm not sure if there is a front wing waiting for him. Did he have a moment? No, he goes onto the softs. So with 12 laps left over, he decided let's put on the softs. I'm not sure if that's going to be the best for him. Super D also in the pits. He's putting on softs, a double stacking there by the Red Bull guys. The rest of the guys all staying out. So Zero to Cool staying out, Red Fury, Maxstar. If they have to pit again, this might just play nicely into Torment's ball game because safety car's out and I'm not sure. Sorry, I missed that. It looks like Stefan lost the car. Very unfortunate for him to lose the car. He was sitting, I think, in 9th or 8th, and that's an early retirement for Stefan Chickenwing. So Maxstar leading, he decided not to pit under the safety car. Red Fury 0 to cool. Torment decided to pit. He's on a brand new set of softs. Super D the same. And sneaky by the Red Bull guys. And as a Red Bull member, I'm very impressed with how things played out for them now. They are on the faster tyre. They're currently 4th and 5th. Torment didn't lose any positions towards Zero to cool. He is sitting just behind him. So if he can look nicely after these tires under these 3 laps of the safety car, it means that he will only have 9 laps left to negotiate on those softs. And the trick is really here for the Red Bull guys is to get past Zero to cool as quick as possible. Hanko obviously fighting the fight himself tonight. The other AlphaTauri, Chucky not available tonight, so it's a lone AlphaTauri versus 2 Red Bulls, and you get the feeling once they sandwich him, it's going to be a tough day at the office for Zero. But let's not predict anything. They might not be able to switch the softs on. Not sure if these softs are brand new for Torment and for Super D. I get the feeling that it might be. But yeah, Super D, obviously team orders I would think is to let Torment go. See if Torment, let him have a go at Zero. If he can't do it, let Super D have a go at him. But somewhere along the line, these Red Bulls need to get Torment ahead of Hanku. Zero to cool for you. Or else the challenge and the mountain that they have to climb just becomes a bit more difficult going into Mexico with only 3 races left. Then Mexico, Brazil, and Abu Dhabi. Safety car in, 10 laps to go, it's racing again, and all eyes are focused on Torment versus Zero. So Torment catching, being a bit caught off guard there with the safety car restart. He's lost a bit of time there towards Zero to Cool, and like I said earlier, he's got probably 3 or 4 laps to get past him on his soft, so else it is really game over for this race for him, and he has to start working again towards Mexico. But it's important for him to finish ahead of the FTRF of Zero to Cool. He's probably got 3 laps on this softs to make it work for him. Super D, you can see he's got some pace, he's following his teammates, so not sure what the Red Bull guys' decision is going to be here. If Torment does battle, will they send Super D through trying to chase after Zero to Cool? It is really, they need to be clever about the Zero to Cool. Hanku showing plenty of pace. Yeah, there we go, Super D coming past. So just saying, look, have a go at him, see if you can catch him, hold him up while I get these tires heated up nicely for me. So let's see if this Red Bull game is going to work. I like the way that the 2 guys work together. That's what I would like to see from the Red Bull guys. So well done to them. So let's see, Super D, he showed some pace in qualifying. Let's see if he can switch those tires on and get after Zero to Cool. Currently he's 1.5 seconds behind him. Red Fury is in DRS of Maxstar. Zero to Cool is within DRS of Red Fury. So the Super D needs to catch up, and as I say that, the gap is now almost a second, so he's taken off 5/10, half a second just in the last sector. But yeah, as we know, the softs do go off the cliff very quickly, and then it sort of like stabilizes. But you get the sense or the feeling that Super D really needs to make this work for him now. Torment not finding the pace that he was hoping for on these softs, not sure why, but it seems like he can't switch it on, and Super D is just putting a bit of daylight between them. He's now 0.6 of a second behind Zero to Cool. There we go, Super D looking extremely racy. He is now at the back of that Alpha Tauri. The DRS will be enabled on the next lap only. This is the first lap after the safety cars come in. So we'll see. Torment just trying to stick with Super D at the moment, yeah. But this is a very close battle, and this is what we would like to see at FTR's close racing. Everyone very close to each other at the moment. On lap 19, still 9 laps to go. Barring no safety cars, it's going to be a straight race to the end. I don't think anyone else is going into the pits right now. It's all up to Super D to see if he can get those softs switched on. You can see he just get maximum traction out of there. I'm not sure if he's going to use all his DRS yet. Probably not. He's probably going to wait for the DRS zone. Oh, just going a little bit too early there. Now Torment comes faster. That didn't work for the Red Bull guys. It gives Zero a bit of space to breathe. He's doing exceptionally well on those mediums. So a bit of a mistake there by Super D that cost him a position and obviously the opportunity to catch it cool and maybe slow him down slightly so Torment can catch up. So plan A didn't work. Not sure if the Red Bull guys have got a plan B. At the moment it looks like no plan is going to work against Zero to Cool. He's a second ahead of Torment. So Torment not in the DRS range yet. Red Fury just still chasing after Maxstar, so let's just look at penalties here. So 3 seconds for Maxstar, 3 seconds for Red Fury, Zero to Cool, no penalties. Torment 12 seconds, so that's going to hurt him at the end of the race. Super D at 3 seconds, 17 seconds for Ron, 9 seconds for Shaw. So Torment will have DRS on the back straight, so let's see if he can do anything about this. Didn't have the best of exits, he will get DRS assistance. Zero to Cool out of DRS from Red Fury at the moment. And you can see that Torment is really using the overtake. He's really doing everything. Is he going to have a look on the inside? Is he? Is he? Yes, he is. And, and Anke just keeps it nice and tight. Just come back at him. Do the undercuts out of the corner. You get the sense that Torment really... Oh, and as I say that, he loses the back end completely. And Super D goes through. Yeah, and that's the battle for that basically done for this evening. 7 laps to go. Torment now all the way into 6. Zero to Cool keeping it nice and calm. He's going to be in 3rd. Super D in 4th. Right, if you joined us 3 safety cars later, lap 23 of 28. It's Maxstar still in the lead, being pressured by Red Fury, absorbing the pressure very nicely. Red Fury currently in a 2nd position. Zero to Cool in 3rd, absorbed all the pressure that the Red Bulls threw at him with the softs on. He's still in 3rd. Super D is in 4th. Torment Kills now making up that position. He's up into 5th. He had a spun out, which basically negated his chances of trying to fight Zero to Cool. And now he's got his hands full with a very feisty Wezo behind him, and also Titus behind him. So you expect the softs to go off very soon. Mesotronic, a very good 9th by him. Ron in 8th at the moment. Geerberta probably load shedding. He's still ghosting. Yeah, he's still ghosting. But it is Maxstar at the moment. So let's just look at penalties, because that will might play a role at the end of the race. 3 seconds by Red Fury, the same as Maxstar and 0. So I don't think that will make a difference. Super D the same. Torment Kills, he might drop a couple of positions for his 12-second penalty. Wezo and Titus for 3 seconds. Ron stacking up the penalties there. Yeah. So it definitely looks like the one-stopper has worked. Soft mediums for the guys. That will be Maxstar and Red Fury. also 0 to cool. So they're 13 lap old mediums now. It seems like everything is still under control. Super D is still chasing down, but you get the sense that the best is out of those softs. And it's all just about finishing now. So from an AlphaTauri point of view and a Hanku point of view in terms of the World Championship, the Drivers' World Championship is Plan A working 100%, finishing in front of the two Red Bulls, which is Tormund and Super D. So he's increasing his lead if the race has to stop now into Mexico. Red Fury closes that gap slightly to 0 to cool, but probably not enough. Closes definitely the gap between him and Tormund. Maxstar closing that gap between him and Super D. But yeah, it's really all up to Mexico next week to see what Tormund Fuels has got to offer for 0 to cool. And obviously, if Tormund keeps on batting the way he is, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't planned tonight, he might get under pressure from Red Fury and the same as his teammate and Maxstar. So not game over yet for second, but you get the feeling that Hanku 0 to cool for you, his consistency, his pace, it's just maybe a bit too much for the guys at the end of the season. It was a nice long break for everyone from the game, so maybe a little bit of rustiness kicking in tonight. I know I was a bit rusty this afternoon when I logged in. So it takes maybe a couple of days to get into the swing of things again. Obviously, Tier 1 is on Wednesday night, and that's also spicing up very nicely. With 4 people still being able to win the World Championship, and everyone chasing the Red Bull team, which I'm very happy to say with myself and my teammate, Red Bull DTM. Currently, our team is in front in the constructors' point of view, so people chasing after the Red Bulls. But a very close battle for the Drivers' World Championship between Grimjaw, myself, Red Bull DTM, and Yaku Nahel. So it's getting very heated in the next couple of races. 3 laps to go. Maxstar in front. Red Fury, he's got really no answers to Maxstar at the moment. Maxstar just controlling it nicely from the front. Zero to go on third. Oh, and as I get onto Super D, he loses the car completely. It gets back on track again. Let's just see where Tormund is. Yeah, it might. I think the Red Bulls might just give Tormund that position. I don't think Super D's points is going to make a big dent into what he's hoping to achieve from a championship point of view. Obviously, Tormund, if the Red Bull guys do the switch, it's a minimum points lost between 0 to cool and Tormund, where at the stage it looked like Tormund's going to lose a whole heap of points towards 0 to cool. But let's see if the Red Bull guys does do the switch. 2 laps to go, so they probably don't want to leave it for too late. Titus behind Tormund by almost 2 seconds, so they don't want to get into a situation where Titus might just jump Tormund. And you've got Wezo also in 7th, also just over a second behind. As Dean McMahon Maxstar crosses the line in the racing point, he's got 2 laps to negate around this USA track to give him another win in the bag. Red Fury, a very well driven second. I think he's decided, look, there is a bit of time between me and 0 to cool. I have got a penalty, it's not going to make a difference really. Although, as I say that, Maxstar just ramps up another penalty. And all of a sudden Maxwell's got 9 seconds and Red Fury's got 3, so 6 seconds the differential there. And if we look at time, so Red Fury might just jump Dean here on penalties, which is never nice to see at the end of the race. But yeah, the track is nice and wide. There is plenty of tarmac to drive on. There's no need to go over the limits. So let's just see, Super D still in front of Torment. They haven't made the switch yet. So I'm not sure if they are going to do that switch. Torment now getting under pressure from Titus. And that's the last thing Torment wants, is to lose more points towards Titus at the end. And unfortunately, I will not have the chat with these guys in the comms box, because we only do it for the top three, but it would have been interesting to hear from the guys what went wrong in the Red Bull garage. Last lap of the race, let's spend it with Maxstar. Let's get on board with him, or let's just stick with him. He is in front, probably going to be jumped by Red Fury at the end of the race based on penalties. So Red Fury in second, very good race by him. Zero to cool, as always, very consistent, very fast. He's in third. Torment Kills, probably not going to lose that much point, but you get the sense that with penalties he might drop down all the way to sixth position, which is gives him a mountain to climb in Mexico next week. So only 3 races to go, so you want to lose as minimum points as possible. And there you can see Maxstar is going to cross the line, but he's probably going to be jumped by Red Fury, so expect the McLaren to jump all the way to first position as they cross the line. Maxstar crosses the line, Red Fury jumps him on penalties. Zero to Cool pops into second on penalties, Maxstar on third. We're just waiting for Titus to cross the line. He crosses the line in fourth, it's probably going to stay that way. Torment drops all the way down to sixth because of penalties. Super D waiting for him to cross the line. He is in seventh. Ron in eighth. Sean, very good race by him in ninth. And then Pierre Bertha, who is coasting at the moment, probably internet connection issues. We've had 2 retirements, Chicken Wing and Aiden Mason, quite early in the race. But a very good finish there for Red Fury, a good win there for Regan. Hanku finishing up in second and just strengthens his World Championship going into Mexico. Maxstar Dean, good drive by him third. He was leading all the way. It's very sad always to see guys losing the race based on penalties. But a good third by him. Yeah. And then driver of the day, Titus. So there we have it. Well done, Titus, for being Codemasters driver of the day. And a good, we just wait for the official results. As you can see, Red Fury being very happy. Hanku there on the left hand side of your screen, he seems super cool about everything. No wonder his name is Zero to Cool. He's just extended his World Championship lead going into Mexico with only 3 races to go now, sitting very comfortable. And Dean McMahon, Maxstar, in the racing point in third position. So final standings after the USA Grand Prix, Red Fury in first, Zero to Cool in second, Maxstar the last voting position. Then you've got Titus, Wezo. Torment Kills, not the best of days for him, losing a whole bunch of points in the championship going into Mexico. So he's got 3 races that he needs to finish every race in front of Zero to Cool to give himself a slim chance of winning the World Championship. Super D, not the best of times for him as well, finishing in 7th. Ron, good drive, very consistent in 8th. Sean, 9th position, good points for him. Pierre Bertha ghosting, and 11th and 12th was retirement. So yeah, so let's just get Red Fury, Zero to Cool, and Maxstar. Let's see if they are available to have a chat with me in the comments box. Right, so while I wait to see who is available to have a chat to us, just once again, you can catch Tier 1 there on Wednesday night here in the USA. And then also next week is Mexico, which brings up the last three races in the season, which will be Mexico, Brazil, and Abu Dhabi. Our season finale. And then we'll have a week break in between season 2 and season 3. But some big things coming up. Obviously, watch out our Facebook page and also our YouTube channel for the announcement of the tiers, Tier 1 and Tier 2 for season 3. Only place for 18 drivers per tier, so it's first come, first serve, really. The car auctions going up, the seats being available for the guys to get in via donation, that comes up. Picking up teammates, that's going to be interesting. So, and as I say that, I see I'm being joined in the comments box here by Zero to Cool and by Red Fury. I'm going to start with Hanku. First of all, Hanku, Happy New Year. All the best for the new year for you and the family.
Thanks, and to you too.
Thank you so much. So, in essence, Plan A ticked off successful. You weathered the storm of the Red Bulls right during the race. First, Torment kills. Then it was Super D, then Torment kills again, then Super D, and you finished ahead of both of them. And that's obviously Plan A for you.
Yeah, no, definitely. And Joe, they had me stressing there because when one would come after me, and then the next, and then again the other. And every single time I see the time just drop, and I feel like that they touch me, that I make them spin out. Was it my fault?
No,
But yeah, I
from
eventually
one,
looked back at the stream and saw nothing.
yeah, look, I think from what we saw is that the salts were very good with the first 3, 4 laps, and then the drop off was just a bit hectic, and I think they just lost a pace. I think that first 3 laps that they had, just after the safety car to have a go at you, I don't think they got the tires really hooked up. But Plan A ticked off for you with 4 races to go. Before we started the USA, Plan A was obviously to finish ahead of Torment and ahead of Super D. Obviously, Maxstar and Rethu still in the hunt, but in essence, your closest rival is Torment. And by finishing ahead of him tonight, second for you, I think it was a 6 for him after penalties. So it gives you a bit of breathing space going into Mexico. I think you've extended that lead now to over 24, 25 points. So it's almost a race win versus a DNF for you. So a bit of pressure off you.
A little, but like I said last time, I would like to sit comfy on about 75 points lead by now.
Don't we all. But obviously looking forward to Mexico, Anku. I said earlier in the stream, not all these tracks that we're doing now is probably everyone's favorite. A lot of these tracks don't normally get practiced in time trials or in practice lobbies because it's not the glamour tracks like Monza and Monaco and Bahrain and whatever. So it's probably the 4 difficult tracks of the season: Brazil, Abu Dhabi, Mexico, and then obviously the USA tonight. USA, it looked like there was not a lot of grip on the track tonight.
Yeah, I felt a lot of spin, but yeah, I don't know really. The more traction they came, the better. With the tire being put down onto the tar, I feel like that made quite a big difference. But at the end, my mediums were sitting at almost 70%, so I was struggling at the end.
Okay, so definitely. I mean, you started on the soft. You went very early to the mediums. Did you go to the mediums earlier than what you anticipated from your pit stop strategy? Were you about 2, 3 laps earlier than what you thought you would be, due to the safety car, or not?
Two laps, yes, but due to the
Okay.
safety car also coming out, we're taking it slower and conserving that tire. So I didn't think about it twice and not go into the pits and fetch my
Okay,
mediums.
so definitely a one-stopper soft medium seems to work tonight for tier 2. The only question I've got for you is where is your teammate?
I have no idea. Haven't heard from him yet, but I'll definitely follow up so that we can get the
Yeah,
alphas
so from
back
a
on
constructor's point of
racing those
view,
Red Bulls.
it was ideal for you guys tonight to catch up with the Red Bull guys. Obviously, Red Bull finishing, I think, in 5th and 6th. You're losing a bit of points towards them in the constructors, and I think they're almost now 70 points ahead. So the constructors are still up for grabs, but I'm hungry from my side because I want to get to Regan as well. Well done on your second position, and looking forward to seeing you in Mexico next week.
Yeah, thank you very much. I can't wait for Brazil, actually. Mexico, like you said, and Abu Dhabi, not such nice tracks.
Oh, well, you've got a nice healthy lead going into then, so all the best for you, buddy. Well done.
At least. Thanks. Enjoy the
Thanks,
evening.
Anku. Thanks, you too. Regan, it's been a long time coming, and I see you put pressure on Dean Maxstar on the racing point. You have the pace to stick with him the whole race. And I said earlier in the stream, it's never nice to see someone lose a victory because of penalties, but the tarmac is big enough, so there's no reason to cut corners. But good job, well done on the win tonight. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I didn't even get to that. So happy New Year to you as well, Regan, to you and the family. I hope it's a very blessed and a legend of a year. And welcome back to racing in 2021. Plan A for you, obviously, I like to call this Plan A, B, and C because it just makes a bit more sense. But Plan A for you was obviously trying to win everything from now. You've got nothing to lose. You're currently, I think, third in the World Championship. You've really got nothing to lose. So your aim should be to win every race if you can. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you did an awesome job. I mean, I was, I was consistently on board with you, but obviously we were focusing on Zero to Cool and the fight with him at the stage, because Super D had to go at him, Dormant had to go at him, then they swapped positions, the other Red Bull had to go at him, and they just didn't have answers for Zero. And in the beginning of the stream, I really said that it's obviously Zero to Cool leading, with Torment needs to start finishing in front of Hanku. And then we've got you, and then we've got Super D. So there's always that outside chance of, we saw what happened in Russia, where there was that big accident on the main straight, and a couple of guys got taken out. So you never say never. But for you, nothing to lose. The top two spots is really what you should be aiming for. And tonight was a tick off for Plan A. It's a tick box, ticked over and saying, you know what, I finished first. I took some points off Zero to Cool. Maybe not as much as you thought you would like to. But I also spent like 20 minutes in time trial today, and I'm extremely slow. So hopefully my stuff will come together like yours. Yeah, so literally from tier two point of view, I mean it's getting very close now. I'll do the math obviously to tomorrow after the stewards report. Hopefully we'll get a quick stewards report out. But in essence, it looked like a clean race. It looked like you had major pace. I mean your qualifying was good. You stacked with Maxstar. For me, brilliant race, buddy. You made no mistakes. There was no funny errors. There was no dive bombing or anything. And when I started this league, my whole aim was to get guys so close that anyone can really win the world championship. And I'm so happy to see that there's still four people, well, really three in essence now between your Zero to Cool and probably a Torment or Super D falling a little bit back tonight. But it's good to see that. So Mexico up next, Regan. That's in a week's time. Yeah, comfortable with Mexico. Then we're off to Brazil. Obviously, everyone loves Brazil, which I don't understand why. And then it's off to Abu Dhabi, which I tend to like Abu Dhabi. Absolutely, but if you do get it right in Abu Dhabi, you can have some serious space. But the main focus at the moment is USA. But from my side, well done on your first win in 2021. Exciting times coming with season three with all the announcements coming next week. So well done, Regan. Good drive by you. And looking forward to seeing you next week in Mexico. Well, if that's going to be the result in the next couple of races, I tell you what, Uncle's going to start scratching where he doesn't itch. So and it's going to be fun to watch because commentating on it is extremely nice for me as a sole commentator. Gives me something to talk about. So thanks for keeping it exciting for me. I tell you what, if everyone can have that same kind of attitude, I tell you this league will go places. But never say never. There's an exciting season 3 coming up with a host of new things coming up. So the management team has really done well on what we're trying to achieve. So I'm looking forward to season 3. Obviously, season 2 still a battle for me to trying to win a world championship. But yeah, looking forward to the end of the season. Thanks, bud. I think I need all of it on Wednesday. Yeah, thanks, Regan. Appreciate it. Thanks, man. Yeah. Yeah, look, we obviously treasure the fact that we've got drivers like you, and we obviously don't want to lose anyone like you to anyone else. Although I've got no, in essence, no problem if anyone races anywhere they want to. But at the end of the day, you should wake up on a Monday morning feeling excited because you're driving for FTR, not for any other league. So as long as I can keep that flame alive, I'll be quite happy. I'm not going to get that old that quickly then. Thanks, Regan, and have a great Monday evening. Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Right, then that's it from the Commons Box point of view. So just to finish off, you can catch Tier 1 on Wednesday night, and then just a last shout out again to Stefan Tullian, one of our drivers in FTR, Chicken Wing, whose uncle, Johan Swanepoel, has passed away on Saturday due to COVID. So all our thoughts, love and prayers goes out to Amelia and Tullian and the Swanepoel family. Yeah, and it's a difficult time for them. But that's it for me. On that very sober note, it's goodbye from me, and I'll catch you next week on Monday for Mexico and hopefully some tequila. Ciao, ciao.